Premier of the Eastern Cape Province, Mr. Oscar Mabuyane, members of the Executive Council, leaders and representatives of business and industry, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to deliver this message of support to the second Eastern Cape Investment Conference. I'm really sorry that I cannot be with you in person, as I'm currently in Bali in Indonesia representing our country and the African continent at the G20. I thank you for allowing me to have this opportunity to address this very important conference. Your conference is taking place at a time of unparalleled multidimensional crises, both in our country, our continent, and elsewhere in the world. We have experienced the devastation brought about by COVID-19 and other challenges including climate change, insecurity of energy supply in our country. All these factors have caused economic downturn, slowed global recovery, and hindered the achievement of our sustainable development goals. So in South Africa, these challenges manifest themselves in a number of ways through the suffering of our people due to poverty, inequality, and unemployment. And all these factors make the Eastern Cape one of the poorest provinces in our country, particularly in two districts where the situation is much worse. Notwithstanding the many challenges that confront our people as a province that is richly endowed with oceans and waterways, plains and hills that have fertile land and a capable workforce, the Eastern Cape is perfectly placed to attract investment across many old and new sectors of our economy. This province is the land of enormous opportunities. Some of these opportunities are that the Eastern Cape is the heartland of our country's automotive industry, which is a major contributor to our exports and GDP. In April this year, I was in Gqeberha for the launch of the Isuzu D-Max Bakkie. This locally produced vehicle forms part of a 1.2 billion rand investment in next generation vehicle production by Isuzu in our country. This investment makes a firm statement about the prospects for the development of this industry in the province. The Eastern Cape has two special economic zones at Gqeberha and East London, which are attracting strategic investments into the province. This is supported by a concerted infrastructure drive in the Eastern Cape. Last year, I was in the province to see the impressive progress that has been made with the N2 Wild Coast Road and the Msikaba Bridge. Upon completion, these projects will bring immense benefits to the provincial economy and indeed will impact positively to the lives of citizens of this province. The province has been hard at work to improve efficiency at our ports. For example, in July this year, the Port Elizabeth car terminal recorded the highest volume of vehicles ever moved through the terminal. In May this year, there was a 67% increase in container volumes at the East London car terminal. These improvements are signs of a provincial government that is hard at work. With Transnet also to make the Eastern Cape an efficient and cost-effective place to do business and to support manufacturers to get their goods to market. With Transnet having opened slots on its freight rail for third-party investors and operators, we expect that private sector investment in this strategic infrastructure will further improve efficiencies for business and industry in the province. There is also ongoing collaboration between the province and Transnet to increase the capacity of the Johannesburg-Port Elizabeth railway line. The Eastern Cape has shown potential as a destination for renewable energy as well. Earlier this year, the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy announced a 3 billion rand renewable energy investment in the Eastern Cape. We trust that delegates to this investment conference will take time to explore some of the abundant opportunities in agriculture and agro-processing, including in the expanding field of cannabis cultivation and in the oceans economy. The Eastern Cape is one of the country's most mega biodiverse regions. Places like the Wild Coast attract tourists from across the country, from across our continent and the world. It is hoped this conference will discuss ways to attract greater investment in tourism services and infrastructure. Given all this province's endowments, our expectations of this investment conference are very high. Your presence as business people and investors is a demonstration of confidence in the Eastern Cape economy and its great potential. Let us come together to turn pledges into reality and plans into projects that are actionable. I call on you to bring your investment to the Eastern Cape, the home of legends, and the place of great and enormous business opportunities. I wish this, the second Eastern Cape Investment Conference, every success. And I wish, as business people, you can move from contact to contract, and in the end, plant your investments in this great province. I thank you.